The song don't finish. You're like 7 people in one.
Happy New Year! You know that excitement of counting down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? I know I used to think that I was the only one that used to feel that way. This excitement, anxiety, fear, gratitude at the same time, just different feelings all in one when it comes to the new year, especially when we're crossing over. But I realized that I'm not just the only one. A lot of people are just feeling the same way while being very expectant of the new year. We're talking about the new year and the good tidings that comes with the new year. Let's talk about The Voice Nigeria. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One. Now, talking about The Voice Nigeria, thank you to all those who watched the last episode talking about the first batch of people that made it through the blind auditions. Today we're talking about episode 2, and this time there is a star of the moment. You'll find him very soon. Let's talk about how it went down. Talking about the episode 2, the first person that came in today was I saw this lady at the bold lady the moment she walked in, and she performed the song No Woman No Cry, the Thames version, for all those who have watched Wakanda Forever Part 2. Yes, and then when she started, bold, courageous, strong baritone voice, I was like, whoosh, who is this lady?
We'll make the fire light. Everything's gonna be alright.
We had judges turn for her, we had praise, we had need to see. I didn't turn, it's alright, no problem. But when it was time for Praise to speak about why he should be her coach, this man just totally sold himself. I don't know, Praise came prepared for this show. Honestly, I have to just give it to him.
It would mean the world to me if you choose me as your coach.
Knowing a man, when somebody tells you that it will mean the world to me if you do this, you're like, I'm literally making your world go round. So at the end of the day, of course, Temitope chose Praise.
Going to go with Praise.
Oh my God!
And again, I gave it to Praise. Giving that jacket to everybody that chooses him as their coach. And it's the Hamatan season. It's just beautiful. I beg. That guy got it. The next person that came in is Kelechi. Now, this guy came in and sang Common Person by Burna Boy. I felt like that song was a little bit strong for him. However, he did try his best. But no coach turned for him. The next person that comes in is Efe Tobore. Now, this guy has had a long history when it comes to The Voice Nigeria. He was on The Voice Nigeria season 1, and then he talked about how his life has been afterwards, how he lost his parents, and surprisingly and interestingly, he just got married and was supposed to be on his honeymoon. But when he got the message and they were like, hello, come for The Voice, and then he came for The Voice instead of the honeymoon. And of course his wife, like he said, supported him. Coming in to perform his song Ego, one of my favorite songs on earth. I would say he also tried, but for some reason none of the coaches turned for Efe Tobore. Sometimes even when one door closes, another door will open because he still has his honeymoon. I wish him all the best if it's over. We don't have to go 360 degrees. Hey, the next contestant is Emmanuel singing the song from Asha. So we had Neola and Waji turn for this young man. Neola and Waji have it going as well. At the end of the day, we all know that this is a competition, and of course the judges have to sell themselves and have to pitch to these contestants. I really love it about the show. But at the end of the day, Emmanuel chose Waji, and I feel that it's a good choice. Honestly, I feel that that's a good choice for Emmanuel. Now, moving on to this next contestant. If you are a fan of watching TV shows or reality game shows that has to do with singing, you will know this guy. Because sometimes someone was like, hey, is it not this boy from my neighborhood? No, I'm joking. So the next contestant is Remy. If you've watched Nigerian Idol, especially the last concluded edition, you would know this guy. He was on it, but he didn't scale through to the final episode of Nigerian Idol. Now, he came in to The Voice Nigeria, not giving up. You know when you say somebody will not give up, this guy refused to give up. performing Papa by Johnny Drill in a different style. This guy is good. He's good. We had all the judges turn for him, and they had their comments too.
You are what I've been waiting for through the night.
You guys, praise is a show off. Write it down. I said it. Praise is a show off. I mean, like, what was that? What was that? Little C too is actually catching up, but I still see Little C as that uncle. You know, that uncle in your family, for all those, you know, who have gone for Christmas celebration or who have gone for one family outing or the other. You know, that uncle that is just chilled, and you're like, how are you? How is school? Oh yeah, send me your account number. That's Little C. Little C doesn't even have to, like, but you know, he's catching up. At the end of the day, I think that the person that Remy chose is also a good person for him. I would have gone for either Praise or Waji.
Praise.
And I wish him all the best. I can't wait to enjoy what Remy has, because that guy is good. He is good. This next contestant has potential. His name is Roland, performing another song by Asha. Neola is the only person that turned for him, and apparently that will be his coach. But I feel that Roland has potential if he can just like move away from the fear. I know it's not easy. Me, I'm talking here. I know it's actually not easy to be on that stage and sing, but if he can move from that fear, I think he will do well. Next contestant is Amaka, citing this lady. The first person that came to my mind is Brenda. For all those who know this song, yeah, that lady, she's late, but that lady and Amaka were giving me the same vibe. Now she was also giving me the mixture of Naomi Mark from last season of The Voice Nigeria. Here is her rendition. It was tight. YJ and Nato C turned for her. Even before she chose her coach, I was saying this, that the person to help you, Amaka, is Nato C.
I would pick Nato C as my coach.
I mean, Nato C brings it home. He brings it home. Anybody that chooses a Beyonce song, that person, because this lady's name is Star, and she sang Freedom by Beyonce. Nato C was the first person to turn, and I believe that automatically, sometimes when I watch these contestants, I see that sometimes the first person to turn for you is the person that you go for. It's not always the case, but that's what usually happens most of the time. At the end of the day, of course, we already know Nato C coaches Star. You can see the way I'm smiling. I have mixed reactions about this final contestant, but I will explain to you why. The star of the moment for episode 2 of the blind auditions is this young man. First of all, when I saw him, you know when they say don't judge a book by its cover, you would think that, oh, this person is an official person, this person may not be able to sing, but wait until Matthew opens his mouth. Time to say goodbye. You see the way, the speed at which the three coaches, YJ, Neola, and Nato C turned the moment this guy opened his mouth. I was like, wow, like, he is good. Now, here is my fear. Last edition of Nigerian Idol, there was this guy, very sweet guy, that was on Nigerian Idol. He was majorly very good at country music, but the moment they switched up his genre of music, he wasn't able to like do so well. So that's why when I saw this guy, it was giving me the vibe of that guy from Nigerian Idol. However, I might be very, very wrong. He was asked to pick his coach, and this is who he picked.
I think I would just go with Coach YJ.
I like to give it YJ. I wanted to even ask him, are you Nigerian, or, but he said from Benue, because the way he was speaking, I was like, yeah, this, I like it. Anyways, guys, that is it for episode 2 of the blind auditions when it comes to the Nigerian Idols. You know, everything is already building up, and I hope you're already catching who you believe would be your fave as we go into the major stages of The Voice Nigeria. Once again, I say Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to drop your comments down there. Who are you eyeing with this next set of contestants of Nigerian Idol Season 4. Drop your comments down there, and please guys don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button to show that you're enjoying my content, guys. This is a new year. It's a beautiful year. There's a lot to think about, there's a lot to reflect about, but most importantly, like I always say, enjoy every moment. Till next time, guys, have a fabulous 2023.